Newman, I think, one in the garage that would never back down from an argument or altercation. We want to look back at Ryan Newman's rookie season. We'll tell you why in a second. Here's Ryan Newman on the left in 2002, still looking dapper as always in 2014. This is all part of our first turn feature. We're looking back at the top 10 rookie seasons all time. Ryan's number 7.
Where's my popcorn? That's me.
I always wanted to drive stock cars and have the opportunity to race for Penske.
And also here at the Speedway is just, you know, phenomenal.
I just like I threw in phenomenal at the end, like I was trying to use big words back in the day. Everything was new then. Doing something like this is new now, but everything was new then. Yeah, that was a third of my life ago. To be still doing the same thing, I guess, means that I've still officially made it.
2001 have brought us one surprise after another. Ryan Newman sitting on the pole for the Coca-Cola 600 in only his third NASCAR Winston Cup Series race. Ryan, you weren't that surprised when you qualified.
It's just funny watching myself because I don't have much of a neck in the first place, and whenever I do an interview, I look with my eyes and not my head.
It was kind of a surprise in that respect, but I knew we had...
I guess my head's weighs so much I don't feel like burning the energy. Well, I watch stuff now that I still do the exact same thing. I guess my neck exercises don't really pay off.
The front row is all about youth. On the inside, 23-year-old Ryan Newman, a rookie, shocked everybody.
How about Ryan Newman? He leads this race from the pole.
Yeah, she's getting ready to get pretty loose here.
This guy is no fluke. He's for real. He holds the track record here. He's on the pole. I believe he's going to be a strong contender all night long. Whoa, he doesn't beat himself. Oh, he hits outside wall.
That was 11 laps in, leading the race.
He had it corrected, overcorrected. Hard contact.
I didn't have enough experience there to know how to crash it without knocking the front end off of it.
That was what I was worried about the most, him beating himself.
Now, having crashed enough race cars, I could have crashed that one and probably fixed the deck lid and went back out and still went on to have a good race. I mean, I did everything that I could that I knew of. I just didn't know enough, and that's why they call it learning.
See, Ryan Newman, a rookie. They may call him a rookie, but he's no rookie. He's a great little driver.
He did pretty good, didn't he?
Certainly giving it everything he had.
It's a great lap.
Oh, wow.
Ryan Newman on the pole.
This kid is unbelievable.
Those were days when we were strong in qualifying as well as the race. We just got criticized for winning too many poles. People thought we should win more races if we win that many poles, but I've always tried to tell them that winning one lap's a lot easier than winning 300 or 400 or 500 laps. Loudon's always been a good track for me for qualifying, as well as racing. Fortunately, we had a good, fast car, we had track position, and we had a really good pit crew, too, that did a really good job of keeping that track position once we qualified well.
Back in New Hampshire, they're racing to the caution flag for rain. Kurt Busch trying to put a move on Ryan Newman. This could be a run to the finish.
The skies opened up, and we won our first race. I love seeing my dad happy like that.
Number 1, dude.
That win was really special. Never think as a kid when your dad's crying and he's happy, but I guess until you have your own kids, it kind of puts it in perspective.
Ryan Newman to pick up his first checkered flag in just his 35th start.
So much of a team effort, builds a lot of faith and a lot of trust, and we had been knocking on the door for a long time. And, we were competing really hard that year with Jimmy Johnson for Rookie of the Year, so I still say I was one of the few people in the world to beat Jimmy Johnson at anything. We had a good year that year. If I would have known then what I know now, I'd say that I could have been a champion, but I'd say that there's a lot of guys that could have said the same thing. It was a fun time in my life that I look back to and I'm thankful for.
It was a great rookie season. Now, let's spin forward, Jeff Hammond. We take a look at his first 9 races with RCR in 2014 versus his first 9 races a year ago at Stewart-Haas Racing. The numbers are much better. So my question to you is, can he win a championship? He just mentioned it. Can he win a championship before he hangs up the helmet?
I think he's in the right place right now to be able to accomplish that. Working and driving for Richard Childress, there's a guy who understands how to win championships. And what we've seen so far, Steve, with he and Luke Lambert, they've come a long ways in a short period of time. Seems like they're gelling. And they need this kind of leadership over there at Richard Childress Racing. So, yes, I think he can. And it will be, it won't be a surprise.
I turned to you without using my neck muscle in honor of Ryan Newman.
It's because his brain is so big.
You can make fun of him and get by with it.
He would tell you that's the case. By the way, the only driver in the garage with a college degree, to your point, from Purdue. Adam Alexander, happy about that shout-out. Let's talk about Ryan, though, and RCR. Is it his last best chance to win a championship with that organization?
I think probably so, because I feel like, as I said, Richard Childress understands what it takes to win championships. He's going to give Ryan everything he needs to get the job done. And let's face it, Danielle, he's hoping right now this is going to be his home from now to the end of his career. And when you sign a deal with somebody like Richard Childress, that's what you're wanting to do.
Well, Ryan Newman had a great night at the Richmond International Raceway Saturday. He started 18th, was in the top 10 by lap 200. He closed that 400-lapper with an 8th place finish. But Jeff, Ryan Newman, the highest finishing RCR driver, Paul Menard just 24th, and Austin Dillon, the rookie, 27th.
The other guys struggled, and I think maybe part of that reason, maybe they should have been looking at what Luke Lambert and the 31 team were doing that night, and that's the reason why Richard brought Ryan Newman over there. He's got a lot of experience. He's had a lot of success at a lot of different racetracks, and he's hoping that that experience will help his grandson, Austin Dillon, as well as Paul Menard. So they need to kind of lean on him a little bit more, because as long as he's putting together top 10s, that's what they should be capable of doing also.
And, Jeff, you talk about success for Ryan Newman. He's won some of the biggest races in the Sprint Cup Series, of course, the Daytona 500, the Brickyard 400 recently at Indianapolis. But at Talladega, heading into the restrictor plate race this weekend, he's torn up a lot of race cars, probably looking to really step up and try to get a win there.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. And, again, we know how fast the RCR cars were based off of Daytona. I expect them to be the same way when they get to Talladega. But it's all about being able to make those right choices at the right time. And I think that sometimes being a hard charger like he has been known to be, Talladega doesn't always lend itself to somebody who gets a little bit impatient. So maybe because of that experience, he'll settle down a little bit, take advantage of a fast race car, and be around at the end and go ahead and put Talladega in the win column.
Yeah, excellent point, Jeff. Thanks. Some excellent racing in 2014 on